376 after the break with 16 home runs.
Finished 6th, but then you look at the guys in front of him, the Bobby Witts and
Santander coming off 44 home runs with the Orioles. And a big acquisition in the offseason. He will Fenway. Bounced up there and a block by
Santander up at the plate.
Bichette at second. Vladdy on at first. Fitz with a 1-1.
Sounded like a good idea.
Looking for what would be a big strikeout here. Blue foul is on.
Advantage count for Fitz.
And a 1-2 pitch to Santander. Yanked behind the bag, scooped up by Casas. He'll get the out at first.
I like the pitch sequence there, but the slider's down, then you go fastball up and in and play.
The game. High drive into right field. Abreu backing up. Has room and he'll make the play. Bichette will tag. He has reached on the catcher's interference. Hot shot, but a foul ball.
See the reaction.
Toronto, a real estate agent, was wincing. Big cut and a miss. 2 and hammered it to left field. That'll drop down for a base hit and chase in another run. Guerrero will score. Batted in.
Blue Jays seem to be going up there. They have the scouter.
Brings up Kirk. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Pitching has not kept up. This one blooped into right field. That's down for a base hit. That'll move Springer up to second.
Talk through the next batter. Bailey will come out as well. But that runner at third, 1 out.
This inning not so lucky. He's allowed 2 runs so far. And a walk is played.
Your hands are dry. You can't activate the rosin for grip because you need sweat and moisture.
You only threw about 98, 99.
Ouch.
Fouls that one off himself.
No.
Oh, he is. We'll head on out now to trainer.
That was a good guy. This one. Oh, right above the play. I called the 4 before 3. I just wouldn't swing. I just pray you threw 4 balls before these guys can't grip the baseball. I give them too much credit out there,
But he's going to stay in.
If your father was a big leaguer and a pretty good one.
Yeah. And a play on. Springer getting back in. Kirk at first. In there for a strike. 2 rattle foul.
He almost. I don't recommend that, OB.
How long do you wear that?
I think I.
Just a couple of runs. Starting fast and another knockdown by Narvaez to hold the runners.
Gosh, he's good back there. He can frame the ball really well. I love how he.
2 on 2 out. 2 and 2. And about to throw his 60th. Shot into center field. Rafaela backing up a bit to make that catch, but Toronto gets 2. With his second hit, started the ball game with a leadoff double by Jarren Duran, but could not bring him in. Which is beginning to air and has already produced a headline. Pushed him to a very dark place, as he put it. And a lot of people wanted to talk to him about that before tonight's game. I think very courageous of him to do that.
Yes.
To talk about it.
Just to come out and talk about this. That's not
well liked. It's a great lifestyle in so many ways. The runner goes, a strike, the throw down, and that's going to scoot on into center. Hamilton's going to stay there at second.
Even try to get up and run to third. I didn't know if that's because then he kind of reaches under there and grabs the hamstring a little. And in this cold, you worry about hamstring. That's exciting.
Just a little headline for you. Cedon jumps back out of the set.
Absolutely. I can't speak for Jarren because everyone has their platform in this way. There's so many guys on this team that use their own cancer patients.
Another play on the tag. Got him. Hamilton's going to be. And no, he is going to be out, and no challenge on the play.
Hands.
So 3-1 is going to be fouled away.
With Lenny DiNardo and Devin Marrero about mental health, providing hope to everyone in Massachusetts and around the country. They have a specific line for people under the age of 20. And they reached out to me about an hour after the show. Guys, they have already seen a dramatic
tonight. As he will look at his. As he will bound that one into right field for a base hit. Rafaela heading into third. Durant heading into second. He's going to dive in there.
And unless the ball is on the infield dirt already. If it's still on the grass, he's going. 6 on your back in a Red Sox uniform. Not one.
Rafi Devers, who is 0 for 1. Rafi moved. And swing and drive that one to center field. Luke's backing up, and he makes the catch. Arrow raced from first base to behind the mound, screaming, get it in, get it in.
He's back. His outs are loud. That's a line out to center. Just no.
It's a cold and misty night. Wouldn't you have loved to have seen that? 10 runs batted in already for him. And he'll fly that one to center field, not deep. Jimenez going out. Luke's coming in, and he will here before the Sox head for Chicago. Guys walked 1 and allowed 3 hits.
Contact.
Pitch number 63. And he'll miss with a. Earlier today, 6-2. 3-1. Little looper here. Bregman ranging and getting under. 1 down. Stars and Star Market locations throughout Cape Cod.
Jalapeno.
Vouching for it.
Sounds like a man who works 150 plus baseball games a year.
You've got that right, and Chet to follow him. Showing bunt and fouls it away. Not a bad idea given the conditions tonight.
Yes. The ball rolls through it. It gets really wet.
0-2. Passed him at 96. He humped
His velocity being up a couple miles an hour. Seen a lot of 93, 94.
Bichette robbed in the first inning by Sadon, and then came back with a double into left center. Salad. Nasty. Changing it up a little bit this season. The 0-2. Just off the end of the bat.
Looks like it broke.
Standing ball player hitting .295 without a home run yet. In Toronto for Bo Bichette. And down he goes. And Jose Barrios, the veteran, back at it. Tristan Casas starters and at least 1 hit. Jimenez will scoop this and set down Tristan Casas and 1 away. Getting 18 runs to roll over the Cardinals.
Driving in 6.
1 down for Story. He has grounded to short. 0 for 1. Is usually pretty light. They don't have much of an opportunity to delve into it, but the Reds did by the end of his inning with the microphone, which never happens. That's short. Bichette. And plenty of time.
The Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle. Buy tickets at redsox.com/5050.
Setting a record for 1 day. As Abreu climbs in. 0 for 1 for Willier. A strike. Bounder backing up Guerrero. He will flip on to Barrios, and a 1-2-3 for the Red Sox. Vladdy walked and scored a run last inning. He's over 103. He'll go up the middle for a base hit.
Blue Jays, our coverage begins at 5:30 with first pitch. And Fenway Fest we had here said he was blown away by the number of fans here on an experience right out of the gate, and said that led to him going and built a great relationship with pitching coach Andrew Bailey as they can. If you can be a crafty lefty who also
help lure a player or keep a player wanting to stay. That's out at second and out at first on the double play.
How nice has it been when the ball's hit on the ground? You just.
Jimenez is walked, getting it done with the twin killings. Don't think we would have said that a year ago.
Just about to say, just a completely different look on this infield dirt.
So 2 down. 1-2 from Richard Fitz. Will in person here at Fenway bundle up. Teams at 6:45 here at Fenway. Walker Buehler pitches at 410 bits.
That was an 0-2 walk with 2 strikes. You never.
And drove in a run with a base hit in the 3rd.
Cool 400.
Now to UConn, runner goes. A strike to throw down, and that's off. Fitz trying to score. 1-2.
Narvaez goes against that or sticks with it.
Gamma for another national title. Paige Becker's getting her championship at last. Carolina. Here's a 3-2. Hot shot, fair ball down the line. That'll score the run, but he does pick up another RBI. A 2-out walk.
Missing arm side as he gets ahead. Not feeling the.
So it brings up Kirk, who will pop it up into short right. Abreu coming on, and he is there to make the catch. Sure, in this game. Bichette will dig it. And on to first.
21st, first 7,500 fans will receive an exclusive Patriots.
Indicating a bunt, and he'll look at a strike. And on August 7.
Yeah. You remember the play Jackie Bradley made, and
as Cedon did. Behind the bag at first, collected by Guerrero, and he'll win the sprint.
Up the zone. Look, he's realizing our hard contact, but on the ground. A lot of ground balls.
Career high, number 2 in the American League in wins. He walked Cedon the first time. He has scored the Red Sox run. ERA. He was really off to the races
last season. See it, that side-to-side action.
For ERA. We've seen plenty of them. Pair doubles. 1-2.
Strikes, but gets 2 strikes, and he likes to bury it down and away, try to get some chase.
In his first trip tonight. 2-2. And 2 laced foul coming into play tonight. Riders. Is that a good at bat? Down the line, that'll kick foul. So they will do it again on 3-2.
Chilly out there, good moving around a little bit.
He's fouled off 5 in this at bat.
Outs and take your shots. But if once you get to 2 strikes, it's about the team. Put
a man on base. Going up the middle. Jimenez will throw on and get him.
God, he's good out there.
On to the 6th inning, and Wagner, the leadoff man, swinging at the first pitch. Story will be called off by Wagner is aboard.
Yeah, it always gets a little sketchy when the wind's blowing straight in on those. Fielder calls him off. That is on Jarren Duran to call him off. And
Toronto in the 6th inning. Blue Jays ahead 3-1. Red Sox with a quiet bullpen at the moment as that scoots away.
Best seats at the lowest prices.
Bregman in against a bunt. And in for. And a line drive softly hit, and an effort by Story, but he can't get to it. The runner will advance to 3rd on a base hit by Lukes.
And he thought maybe that'll stay in here as soft as it was hit, but Trev just couldn't quite get leather on it.
Now the 9, nobody out. 1-2-3 in the 4th. Last inning. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, a strikeout here would be massive.
Time granted, but
he didn't throw. Brought in Robert Stock
from Fitz. Gonna stop. I realize it's only April 7, but and a 1-2. He had a notion, he didn't go. Robert Stock, you just mentioned him. Now he's about to start to loosen. And a 2-2 from the righty. Back to the hill. He fires down to second, got the up back to first. And
hit to him. He's got to check the runner, make sure he's staying at third base. And
Opa, the crew chief, That's who he went out to chat with. Exactly right. So they will look at that back in New York.
He goes straight into the base. You're not supposed to reach out with your arms, and it's not like the old days where you could just plant a guy off the monster, right? Go in. By rule, you're not supposed to be able to reach out and grab guys. Remember the old Albert Bell video?
That was Albert Bell too.
Of course. It's like a middle linebacker.
Man. For everybody's sake out there. Let's see if Ron Culpa has an answer. He's like that.
Oh, right? You're like, are you kidding me?
Nobody broke it. Used to talk about it all the time. And boy, how different the game was.
After review, because he grabbed the fielder's leg. Boston.
No, I mean, just for the the purity of the game, I get play, and you just can't do it. That's the new rule.
So that winds up a 1, and probably. And it'll be Bichette in the top of the order.
Gosh, I mean, that's a big play.
They get it right. Bichette hammering away. He's ripped the double. 5% chance that he would make that catch. Ugly cut there by Bichette. And Fitz trying to finish him off. Fly ball up into the mist. And Sadon coming in a bit on this. Now coming a little harder to make the catch. Barely touched him, but
breathe on him.
It is the rule that works in the Red Sox favor, and all that rain yesterday is off and on, but meanwhile,
seasons. Dustin Pedroia, he had this special way of staying warm. He would take like
Kevin Youkilis on nights like tonight. There's a drive out to left field, but it's going to be Roden making a catch. The wind again knocking that down.
Wind murdered.
Was pretty well hit to center field. He had a long
rent, or it falls. It's uncomfortable.
Well, those and he's about to step in.
You can't really get the powder to come through the bag. Shoot, when I'm playing these games, I want guys to have grip.
Raffy fooled on that one. And Devers in the nightcap last night, 8 hits, 9 RBIs. Liner and Bichette will make the catch. On here, his pitches by inning.
Oof. Efficient.
Popped up and flied out 0 for 2. American League Co-Player of the Week. Lined, and they've got number 3. That'll keep on bouncing up against the wall. Bregman taking off for second. Roden's throw, the slide, and he's in. Popped up and pointed to his dugout like he wanted a challenge on it. And they are going to challenge.
Base or if the
Toronto's challenging.
not definitive at the same time as the tag gets on him.
Cora to the bullpen for right-hander Greg Weissert. With Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Unusual setup on the rubber. He really